Hello, hello.
Hello.
It's me, of course.
Good
Yeah.
afternoon. Hi, baby Harvey. How are you? Oh my.
Oh, hi, Harvey. He's so beautiful. Oh my word, look how big he is.
That's fantastic. His double chin is like the best. That's amazing. I love it. How has he been doing?
He's good. Growing like a weed. He loves to eat.
Oh, growing like a weed? Yes, loves to eat. I saw that. Yay for you.
Good.
How are the girls doing with him?
They're good. They love him. They like to see his eyes when he opens his eyes. Belle loves to hold him.
When's her birthday?
On Friday.
This coming Friday?
Yeah.
Trying to do my best to remember. I will set over for myself. Melissa, how was your morning?
Good. Busy.
Yes. Awesome. Day after Labor Day.
Getting the counseling thing written, or?
No, I had Cheryl here for the wellness consult from 8 to 9, and then I had counseling that I was doing, like 9:15, to about 11. And then I was doing my Bible study for tomorrow night, so I am getting to that, though, this afternoon. It's good. It's all good.
Yes.
It's all good.
Do you have times, like with counseling, where you say, okay, we're going to meet for 45 minutes or 2 hours, or you just meet?
Oh, no, we always do that. It's like an hour long, but I had 2 different things this morning, so.
Well,
and then there's just the follow-up of the notes and the write-up. Just, I have to go back and do that, but it's good.
Remind yourself where you are.
Where they are? Where you?
Yes, you are with
Pardon
them. Reminding yourself where you are with them.
Is that why you take notes?
Yes. Yeah, and just for legal purposes, we always have to be very careful. So, but it is also to know where, so that next week when I go back, because they always have homework, and I check up and take notes. Otherwise, I would, with different people, I would forget who their kids' names are, where they were, get it all mixed up. So I have to keep it fresh, so I know who I'm praying for.
Fantastic. It's very true. You're like, how are your 4 children? They're like, I have 2 daughters. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm not married. Oh, whoops. Not good.
Good afternoon. How are you? Can you hear us yet? Is it still connecting? Can you hear us, Beth? Or not yet? Hello, Erin. How are you? It's always fun when the link isn't working, Beth said. Try refreshing. Erin, can you hear us okay?
I was on for like a few minutes before, and it said you guys hadn't started yet, but.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I just had to restart my app.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
Refresh. It's right now, because it only allows us for 45 minutes. We have it start at the login, like at 2 o'clock. That way we don't run out of time when we're talking about something fantastic. How's your morning going, Erin?
Kind of dealing with a lot right now, but.
Yeah? What's going on?
Yeah, Elliot's mom took him from Joanna on last week. So she's officially being the worst. So anyhow.
I'm sorry, babe.
I've been trying to be there for Joanna because she's a wreck. And we just feel like there's no options for anything we can do right now, short of murder. So that wouldn't really be appropriate. So
are you able to have any connection with Elliot's mom at all?
Oh, I've ended all connection with her.
Well, I just meant so that you can have contact with Elliot is what I was wondering.
I can if I want to. I won't. I have her contact information still,
Yeah.
but I won't contact her.
Well, it's a tricky situation. Another one of those we were talking about with, who we were just saying that with, that when we were talking about with us looking into counseling, the reason that someone either is in counseling or going for counseling is because something's happened in their life that they weren't prepared for, right? Like life, you have your general guidelines. This is what you do when you grow up, you go to school, but there's so many things that life throws at us and you're like, I got nothing. I don't know what to do right now. So that is, I believe, one of those situations where what is her? It's Elliot, Joanna, and
Andrea.
Okay. We'll put them on our prayer list. Beth, how's your morning going? Unless the phone's not connected. Yeah, could be reception too.
Can
we be on?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Good. A little hairy today because I thought Caleb was starting school tomorrow because SKs go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. However, he was starting today.
That's fantastic.
So we got him there. It's all good. I didn't have time to cry because it was so rushed. So we're good.
So maybe it's better in the end?
Probably.
Was he excited? How'd he do?
Yes. Yeah, he was super excited. It helped that he had a friend that he knew.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That's fantastic. That's really cool. Well, I'm glad that you got him there in time. Good job.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming today and joining. And so we're going to be doing something a little bit different with Mastermind. Is going to be us trying to help each other out where you are. So we're all coming from different angles, different spots in our life.
Different strengths, different gifts.
Yes. I think Sue said the other day she was looking at everybody's strength, and nobody has the same top three, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. We have such differing, which is fantastic because the conglomeration together is like this beautiful masterpiece together instead of, oh, well, we have three, and two are the exact same. And so I think that's really cool how it worked out that way.
Yes. And so with this, there'd be a little bit of like us, one of us or both of us sharing something, but then a lot of it's us talking about what we're doing or what we see works, sharing help in that way. And then also, hey, this is really getting me stuck. Like I'm really hitting a wall here and trying to help each other through that.
And when he says we, he means everyone. So what we're hoping to do with this is it's going to end up being like 35-ish, 40 minutes. And there are 5 of us. So hoping to give everyone like 10 minutes to be able to share something. So like 3 questions to get you started to start thinking is, what are you working on? What did you learn? And what do you need help with? Because we have all such differing strengths, talents, and abilities that God has given us, we can see the answer to those 3 questions for each of us from 19 different directions. So that's what makes the mastermind so beautiful is that, you know,
for sure.
Yeah, I don't need to give an example.
No, you don't. I think we all understand. So just to start off with is that I've noticed with me and Sue's, and we were listening to, what's his name? With this?
Hardy?
Nope.
Eric Worre.
Eric Worre, who's a network marketing guru.
Very good at what he does.
He had this, I think 7 videos on how to make your social media work, because we see a lot of, and we hear this probably the most, especially when we're getting started and everybody's like, oh, all you ever post about is doTERRA and all these things. So he has 7 videos explaining
social media mastery,
how to do it. And so we've been watching those, and then we're going to make a couple videos just to share what we've learned.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do find that like it's important, because people are going to stop listening to you if all you're sharing is just like doTERRA. And so so we're going to go through that in order to try to, it's been a huge help for me trying to focus me, because my Instagram is all over the place. Like it's like I went for a run today, Adelaide did this, I built a deck, I did, so it's like all these different things. So it's not, anyways, I'll talk more about it in the videos, but we want to have like reach a certain crowd and influence them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't.
Okay.
Something that's really helpful for developing your social media is Goal Digger.
Mm-hmm.
Jenna Kutcher does tons of, she actually has a course right now that's, I think, an online course that's just about how to get your next 1,000 Instagram followers.
Awesome.
So she does a lot of stuff like that, and has really like tried to develop that and help encourage other people to develop social media too. So I always love listening to like her podcast about that too.
Yes.
It's pretty woman focused, Nick. So I mean, you'll just take some of it worth a grain of salt. But
interesting is that I just looked at I forget what post it was. It was even may have been just like a running post, and 95% of the people that liked it were women. So I feel like.
Sue.
I feel like that's what I am.
I got it. I'm not worried about it.
So.
Yeah, I know that. Well, I think there's predominantly women on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to happen all the time. But yeah, she does really good stuff about like how to plan your posts.
Yeah.
She uses an app called Plan.
Mm-hmm. With 2 N's for everyone who's writing this down. Plan, Plann. Oh, are you posting the link?
I just typed it in the chat.
Thank you. And
I don't have a link, but I just posted how to spell it, and so you can look it up under App Store, and it just helps you like plan out. It like mimics you load in your Instagram. It mimics what you actually have on Instagram, and so you can organize your posts, organize future posts, organize your content really well, so that you're not just like last minute like. Sorry, I'm just typing. Jenna Kutcher. Yeah, so then you can map out your content for like months and months in advance, and it'll alert you. You can set a reminder to like post it. It can automatically post for you, but usually I want to like go over things before I post it for sure. So it'll set reminders to do that.
So after Aaron was talking about plan, that's that blue right here, PLANN. There's another one to see the clock on the far side. It's when to post. When to post. I can type that or someone else can. And like Aaron was just saying, so you have your whatever posts all planned out, and it's like it's based on algorithms, and it looks at your followers, like Nick said, who is following you, what ages they are, when they're online, and it tells you exactly what time of day is best to post, when you're going to get the most audience, the most interest, the most comments. So that's a fantastic free app as well. And that's a good one to have when you're trying to keep everything organized. Because the thing, for example, Erin had mentioned Goal Digger, looked her up, and I was listening to some of her stuff. And she says a lot of times what happens is we get all, I need to go do this and really quick, and I need to put a post up, and you don't have the thought and the heart behind it. And because this is something I'm working on, because you don't have your heart behind it, you're not reaching the people who you need to reach and touching their hearts. And so when you use the plan and then remind yourself with the when to post, it's like 2 birds, 1 stone, and you're going to get the best reaction for it. So great tip.
Yep. Schedule it for that.
The other thing Instagram has is analytics.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go into like your business Instagram page, and okay, I'll show you on my phone. I can't show you my screen. So like that's my Instagram. You go to the top 3 bars.
Yes.
And you'll see insights.
Mm-hmm.
Then it'll show you like a graph of like who's on your posts on what days. It'll show you the demographics of who's looking at your Instagram stuff.
Yep.
And it'll show you the reach of like what's done better, what's done worse.
And
I'm trying to think of what else it shows you. And what time your followers are mostly on Instagram every single day of the week.
Yeah.
Because that's a big thing. If you want a lot of traffic on your post, you have to post at the right time because it has to hit people's feed at the right time. So like Tuesdays, it shows you a graph for Tuesdays. So like your most time, like the most followers I have are from like 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So that's when I'm going to time my post to be on a Tuesday.
Fantastic.
And you can kind of float through that at different days of the week too.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
So like also what you had said about the first app is that really, because it takes up so much time to be able to plan. If you don't planning it, like I found that it takes me half an hour to figure out how to write something out if I'm not in the mindset. But if I have it planned out and have like 8 posts done, like that's something that Darren Hardy said about is he takes 15 minutes a week to, he has people working for him, but that's how much time he uses it to organize it. And then it's already in post for the whole week. So he's not on it all the time. Sometimes I feel like I'm on Instagram all the time.
Yeah, it's definitely something that can be
or never.
consuming.
Yeah, it's like either I'm on it all the time or never. And so it's like 10 days between posts, or it's like 3 posts in a day.
Yeah.
It just seems like it needs. Anyways, so that's good. Anybody else got anything?
Anything else on social media while we're talking? We'll do, again, more info later, but that you've learned or tips that you'd like to share. Would love to hear.
If you're going to do a promotion on Instagram, don't use a photo with a lot of words.
Yes.
Like you have to keep things just like do all your words in the caption if it's a promo or whatever. So I know I tried to do a promotion when the baby stuff was going on and it had way too many words in it. So they wouldn't even promote it. So
another thought for, like Nick had mentioned that they had said too, was keeping things so you're not spamming people. So one really good rule I've heard is like the 80-20 or 5th rule. So 1 out of 5 posts is going to be product. Everything else is going to be life related. So maybe instead of having a picture of you holding Clary Calm, say I just finished my cycle, that it's something along the lines of like you're enjoying time with your family, or you're bouncing on a trampoline, or whatever it is, you're doing something else and saying, even though this is my struggle, this is what I found. And so that you're able to do it, but it's not just promo spam. Does that make sense?
Or what they said too was that you just say something to get people to ask.
Create the mystery.
Like, oh, I've lost 25 pounds in the last
I'm so grateful I've been able to lose weight.
Yeah, it's been amazing. And then just leave it at that, and then people will be like, how'd you do that? And then you private message them from there.
That's the biggest thing they say over and over and over.
Like, don't give everybody the answer.
Yeah.
You private message them. Or, oh, someone, I had this problem on my face, or this rash. I don't know what you want to say, but
yeah,
good point.
That's the concept.
But you give them the solution or the result of something, and then.
Yeah. We'll touch on those in videos. Anyone else? Social media. And Beth is gone.
Now, how about we go with Christine? Is there anything that you've learned recently you'd like to share, or any
of
issues?
Those 3 questions?
Yeah, what are you working on? What did you learn? Or what do you need help with?
I'll write the questions in so you can remember while you're talking.
I have been trying to slowly get back into everything. So I'm really trying to focus on time blocking right now that everybody's in school, and trying to
Fantastic.
Set aside a time when he's napping and Val's distracted to get stuff done. So that's been my biggest struggle right now, is just trying to find the time and the motivation. But I'm thinking with the online convention live, that's going to be a big motivator for me.
Yes.
And good to get all the information out there to all our followers and everybody in the tribe.
Yes.
And push the excitement onto all of us who can't actually be there.
Right.
And did you see too, Nick went to post it, he's like, Christine's already on top of it, the share thing, the which I thought was super exciting as well. So that's something you could even with you listening to it last year, like sharing your own experience of how exciting it was. I do agree about convention. I am thrilled about what this is going to mean for each and every one of you and for all of us together. We actually just ordered something for everyone who's coming, and Christine will have to send you like a like someone's in spirit. Like I know, but there's a word where like you're there, but you're not there. I'll have to send that along for you. Anyway, what about, you said what you're working on is doing the, nice Melissa, the time blocking. What have you learned with doing it?
Write things down. Get an organizer, get a calendar, use your phone, just get it down on paper so that, you know, your brain doesn't forget it.
Yes. I agree.
We just bought one a few weeks ago.
Costco.
I can't believe how much it's helped me out.
Mm-hmm. I love digital. I love having things online because it's synced. But there's something magical about this and paper. It's like
it makes you more intentional.
Say again?
I feel like it makes you more intentional. You wrote it down. It's physically there. You got to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. What do you need help with? Anything that we can help with?
Just get at me to do stuff.
Okay. So keeping in touch, asking questions. Yeah. What? Anything specific that we can all? Hey, Christine, thought of you.
Morgan's having a class. I'm sure you know that.
October.
Thanks for telling me, Morgan.
She wanted rollerballs, and so she was reaching out for him. And then, anyway,
I'll message her.
Which is exciting.
Yeah, I just need to start following up with everybody again and get back on it. So.
Okay, so Christine, follow up. Anything else that we can help you with?
I mean, you want to take him and feed him for a couple hours in the middle of the night? That would be super helpful.
I am back. I am stealing him, just so you know, just so you're cool with that. You have to give me a bottle, but I will do everything else. Okay. So time blocking and just following up with people.
Yeah.
Biggest. Okay.
Aaron, looks like Aaron offered to help too.
Lots of babysitters.
Anytime. I have your dishes, Aaron.
All right. And then for Aaron, Aaron Curtis. I guess you're the only Aaron on here, so Aaron. When we're talking sometimes in business, we're like, anyways, like Aaron Curtis or Aaron Bowen or Aaron. Anything, so what are you working on? What have you learned? And what are some things you need help with?
Right now, I'm actually working on making my own office space.
Nice.
Fantastic. Melissa can give you some tips here. Go ahead, Aaron.
We have an office in the basement, and my dad, he had a business of his own like years and years ago. So,
real life.
Yeah. Anyhow, one thing led to another. He doesn't have a business anymore. So now we just have this office. So my mom was like, your doTERRA stuff's taking over your bedroom, and I'm pretty sure you need to take over the basement office because it's everywhere. So she was off for a week 2 weeks ago and took all my stuff from my room and put it downstairs and organized it for me.
No way.
She had it like loaded onto a bookcase, and I was like, oh my goodness, this makes my life a lot easier.
Yes.
So
dedicated space. It's
very nice. So now I'm just going to slowly like transition myself to like getting in the habit of working down there. So for me, summer is like crazy busy at work because everybody takes vacation. So that's when a part-timer gets a lot of shifts. So I worked a ton this summer. So, which unfortunately, like I was so busy with working that I didn't necessarily, I did a lot of stuff in July with my business. And in August, I kind of took more of like the back seat and was still kind of reaching out to people, but not planning as many events as I was planning in July, and like, just took it slower in August. So now in September, and actually I'm like mainly going to focus on October because I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks in September. But yeah, just like getting back into the swing of things. Summer's over. doing like time blocking, like Christine was saying. So again, like back to school reset, you know? So, but yeah, now what did I learn this summer? I don't know, man. It's all a blur. The whole summer was like a total blur for me. So I'm like, I need to learn something now. But I was doing the summer success challenge. So I learned a bunch of stuff there, but a lot of it's mainly like reiteration. So
yes,
I already know this stuff. It's just a matter of drilling it into your head more times.
Yes.
that's just what it all is in reality. And learning maybe a tip or a trick here to make it easier or more memorable throughout the way.
Yeah.
A couple thoughts was, what do you need help with first?
Yeah. Okay, so lately I've just been feeling like there's a lot of people tell you like, oh, you have to do this thing, you have to do it this way, and I don't really think that's true. So I kind of want to reinvent the wheel a little bit of like how to run this business. And I know like there's a lot of stuff that definitely does bring you the enrollments or bring you the success in the biz, but I also think that there's a lot of ways to do this that haven't been acknowledged yet, and I want to find them.
Fantastic.
That'd be amazing.
So I'm not really sure what that looks like, but I know one of my things is like, I love Instagram for my business. Love using it. Not a huge fan for Facebook for my business.
Yeah.
But Facebook has been great to have our team page on. So I love Facebook for that sense, but I don't really like Facebook for my business.
I agree. It's just harder there's too much on Facebook.
Too many things. Instagram's way more simple. People reach out if they want, they comment, whatever. The other thing is, like, I know that there's those things that we should be doing, like the pipe stuff, but I also feel like, I don't know, sometimes I'm like, I don't know if that's going to work for me.
Okay.
So
what I was going to say to that is I feel like our entire team is a little bit of wheel reinventors. Like we want to be our own person. I believe we should. I believe that, like Nick said, we all have different strengths. We all have different purposes that God wants us to shine in. And so we need to do that. So at the same time as we're doing that, those 6 daily questions, best thing you can do, and not reinvent, but do day in and day out, because that is going to be that stepping stone as you're figuring out how you're going to present yourself, how you're going to run your business. But doing those 6 daily questions, which is a bit of the pipes, that is, from the years that we've been in this, the thing that I've seen is the most important, because it's the little things that don't take up a ton of time. In reality, my fault is I follow up with like 75 people at a time. And then that's all I spend my time doing. And then I have all these messages. So if I would learn instead to do 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, or 3, 3, whatever it is, it would be so much easier. And so if I can share any wisdom for you guys about what you need help with getting organized as you're moving into your office space, 6 daily questions every day. Melissa, you just did your office. Yeah. Do you have any tips that you would like to share, or even showing them, or etc.?
I don't know how to show exactly. Let me see here. Can I turn my mirror around?
I think you can.
Here, or my screen, my mirror. Yeah. Okay, so Suze, you'd be very proud of me. See that on the floor?
Got it out of your closet.
Nice.
I got out of my closet and I put, see here, call coming through. I just had to decline from some, and nails. And I hate to put it on my pretty pink wall, but I don't know where else to put it.
Could you do, what could she do? Like the pull-off thingies? What are those called?
Oh, that's true. Those, yeah, that's a good idea. I should get those.
That might be an idea. Command hooks. Thank you.
Command hooks. Thank you. Yes. And then I still have a lot of organization to do for me. So, because as you can see, even, show what?
Your corner thing. I thought that was genius, at least for Erin. So for her, I'll let you tell. Sorry, what it's for.
Oh, well, I just, I had this CD rack, and who uses CDs anymore, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So I still do have some CDs I can't part with, but in the middle I'm starting to use. That's my shelf for when people sign up, that I have the little welcome bag. Where is it here? Says enjoy. And then I just make them samples. Making a mess. Anyway, and then my oils, different things there.
Yeah.
It's still, you can see, it gets messy quick because I have lots of books because of my counseling and music and stuff. So my goal, well, right down there is counseling files, personal. So my goal is to try to organize it, but also let it overlap in my life. I've tried too hard to separate it all.
Mm-hmm.
And let me explain it by this, is that I just don't operate with compartmentalizing my brain. And I've tried to do that too hard, and I can't.
Mm-hmm.
So as I create, it just goes together. So I have to organize it, but also be okay with it meshing. Listen to a great podcast this morning, and I love this woman, and it was so good. But it's called The Next Right Thing.
Okay.
And it's Emily P. Freeman. And these are super short, like 8 to 12 minute podcasts. The Next Right Thing. Emily.
Spelled like normal?
Yep. Emily P. Freeman. Yep.
Right.
That's it right there. And she just helps me to get my focus back. She's a Christian, but she just has a way of bringing it together. And she talked about when you're creating something and to collaborate with other people. So you would really like it today.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
But anyway, all that with my office, and that, Erin, make it yours and get organized, but then however way you work best. Like, I will clean this mess up today, but for right now, because I had counseling and doTERRA, then I'm going back to Bible study, and then I'll have counseling, and then doTERRA. I have an 8 o'clock appointment tonight. So
trying to mesh it all. With the organizing and overlapping, so super quickly, we only have 7 minutes left. I want to get Beth in here too. What are you working on right now? What did you learn, and what do you need help with? Whichever of those you think you'd like to share most.
I kind of need overall education in everything.
Okay.
But I'm trying, like Christine, time blocking because I have different things going on. I did sign up for the course that
The Rigby's? Awesome.
Amanda had talked about.
Okay.
About creating flyers and things, because you know how I have no clue what to do there. So
okay. Excellent.
I'm doing that. And then the whole Instagram stuff. This is all really good. So basically everything.
So we've touched on. Awesome. Well, good. I'm glad. Anything we can help with specifically? All of us? Ideas?
No, I guess just to keep passing on the great tips that you do.
Okay. Holler if there's anything that you can think of while we're here. And then, Beth, 6 minutes. How are you? What are you working on? What have you learned, and what would you like help with?
I am working on lining up classes for end of September when you guys are coming down. I have one so far.
Awesome.
Nice.
What was the second question?
What did you learn? So over these past few weeks, summer, etc., what have you learned?
I have learned that people's timeline is not my timeline.
And neither is it God's. All of them.
Right.
They're all
This is true.
timelines.
Yeah. I think this was a good teaching time for me to take a break. You suggested that. And to refocus on, family and whatever, and then hit the ground running September again.
Yeah.
So, I have signed up for a couple of podcasts myself to try and grow personally, and then hopefully hit the ground running with the business side of things. But it's been a busy summer.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm excited for this upcoming season.
Yes.
I know, I am too.
I feel like everybody's like, oh, it's summer, like it'll slow down. But I'm like, I think like summer is like the opposite of slow down.
And it'll be
Like,
as
how can we
busy
pack it full?
as we let it be.
Well, that's true.
You know, that's part of it too.
I feel like it's summer, so that's
You want to get out and enjoy it.
Right.
It's- what do you need help with?
My phone cut out. I don't know if you heard the question, but you were talking about planning your Instagram posts and whatnot. Did you hear my question or no?
No, it cut out.
Okay. So you were saying about this app Plan, and you want to plan your posts for like a week ahead of time. But my question was, I typically will post things that happen throughout the day or, day to day. So how can you plan for those things?
Day-to-day stuff, put in your story.
True.
Don't post about your day-to-day stuff.
Okay.
And then save your posting for like promos that you're doing, new product features sometimes, like, oh, here's how I used this. Like, I don't know, if you're just rolling on lavender on one of your kids and you say, hey, like they skinned their knee or whatever, put it in the story because that's happening like as you're doing it. Or like if you get your doTERRA order that month, I usually throw that in my story and I'll do like a little unboxing. Yeah, anything that's like a little bit more
personal.
Yeah, or not even that, but like I'm just thinking wordier, save it for a post and actually like, write out a post for that. But if it's something that's like just a quick hop on, just throw it in your story.
And what I was going to say about that, I don't know if anyone has a touch on this or add in. Something I've noticed with our post, anything that's family or mother or wife, woman, etc., children related, first of all, and then second of all, burning my arm in the iron. And then secondly is the words, like Erin said. So when I put my heart into a post, I don't usually in that moment, I'm not doing it for attention, but those are the posts that are getting the most reaction responses. So if that's any help for you guys, is take, like Erin said, do the short littles in your stories and then think about and plan. And yes, hashtags. Actually, another thing, I don't even know where, I may have just Googled this. Right here, the bottom center, hashtag, it literally just looks like that. It's called hashtags. You type in anything. So for example, love, mother, grass, whatever, just one, and it'll bring up 30 related. And so you can pick and choose, edit, whatnot. All you do is copy and then paste. And then really quickly, we need to do this later, but save it in your notes for next time. So say you did a hashtag about grass, put grass, and then the hashtags underneath it. So all you have to do is copy and paste instead of type. Those are 2 tips I've learned too. Yes, 30 hashtags, exactly. Because
that, like on last Friday or Saturday, I posted some and I didn't really get a lot of likes from it, but I got a lot of people following me. And it has to be from, I was like, why? Well, obviously there's the ones that are fishing,
from the hashtags,
but it'd be from the hashtags because they're leadership hashtags, and all of a sudden these leader coaches are catching on.
That's like usually how I find the most people start following is like I'll do a post and then I get all these different people like following me randomly or liking stuff, and I'm like, how did they find me? It's the hashtags.
Yeah, it is.
People who are searching for people on Instagram or looking for opportunities to network, they'll just do the search for, oh, I want to search for people who are hashtagging wellness. And then all these posts will come up. The most recent ones will come up. Yours may come up. They click on you. They like your thing, whatever.
Yes. We have less than a minute, so I don't want to cut anybody off. We had a couple questions. Erin, Power of 3, it didn't actually show up, just the PDF. So if you can shoot that to us. Beth, Amy Fair, we need something with email. doTERRA said they emailed it to you, but we can touch that.
I tried to figure out because they said they emailed it.
They're going to cut us off.
And I couldn't see it. And then just to see what the email said, like if she has to enroll 2 people or not Amy,
I'll forward it to you. I think it's just 1, but I'll forward it to you.
Excellent, good.
Awesome.
And then there are a few things we wanted to leave you guys with, but we'll do a video because it's going to cut us off. But for next week, this time work for everyone, 2 p.m. Tuesdays? Yes, Christy?
I'm always hit and miss depending on what I work.
All right, so we'll play that one by ear. Beth?
I think so.
Fantastic. And Melissa, awesome. Yeah, you got time.
And then real quick, if it it's not a big deal if it cuts us off. But for doing a video, like videos to help Canvas, like put on the Canvas page, how long should those be? Your opinion? 5 minutes?
As short as possible.